That's good. That's good and loaded. All right. Well, now the fun part. Let's see if anyone actually comes through and hangs out. Just loading up the old playback. What's up, Mike? How's it going? Oh boy, there's a lot of people live tonight. Where's my videos? Where's mine? Sorry, I'm just trying to get some. It's like a lot harder to find stuff. Yeah, there it is. Audio sounds good. Well, that's good. I'll probably have like you come on in like a little bit. See if anybody wants to come through. Hopefully people do. I'm hoping it's not like too late or anything like that for anyone. But then again, you know, it's like 50 degrees across most of the Midwest and Northeast on a Friday evening. So I can't imagine a lot of people are trapped inward. I mean, they could be, though. It's fucking cold out. For me personally, for it to be already 51 degrees, I'm like, oh, fuck that. You see, I got my hat back on. I got the long sleeves on today. I got sweatpants on. I'm like, sheesh. Like, when the fuck did it get so cold out? Like this morning, right? It was apparently like 49 degrees. I had just had a t-shirt on and my shorts, and I was getting out and getting up and getting ready. I hit out the door to go to the store really quick. Oh, it was like all of winter had returned all at the same exact time at that moment. And then I remembered we lived in the north, and you know, the worst time of year is coming. Fall. Ugh. I hate it. Yeah, I'm not either, and I was born in the cold. Like they're the hell? Oh, I don't know what that was. That was an aggressive notification, if you ask me. It was like, meh, meh. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think humans are meant to be in the cold. In all honesty, but I guess that's kind of a different topic, right? That's kind of a whole different like subtopic to go over. Be like, are humans meant to be in the cold weather? Probably not. You need extreme, intervention in order to survive. Got to build shelter. You got to have like a bunch of clothes. You got to have this. You got to have that. Meanwhile, if you're just like a person out there, it's probably not that bad. You know, if it's like summertime, you just got to get some shade. Probably pretty good. I don't know. Oh, doesn't look like too many people are going to be showing up for a very specific talk. I could just slide it over and make it an NFL talk like thing that we usually do. But I think most people will just kind of pop in anyway. I don't think people will be too dissuaded. So how's everyone's evening going? Hopefully quite well. Handling the sudden fall of the cold weather depending on where you're at. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy. Anybody actually there? Yeah. Oh, I know you are. I figured. I was just seeing if anyone else was hanging out. Yeah, we got a few lurkers, it looks like. It's just the 2 Bills fans and a Dolphins fan. They're like, listen, we got to make sure anyone who's talking about the Patriots doesn't talk about us. You know what I do notice, though, across the entire Twitter sphere is because I kind of keep tabs on the Dolphins and Bills fan bases. One of the funnier things I've noticed lately is the sudden switch of an entire fan base into being these like super egotistical, like I actually seen something today where a Bills fan said, wow, I kind of get how the Patriots felt after all those years of people. Oh, you're just chilling out? For sure, Christopher. Just chime in if you feel like it. Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate you. Leave a like if you haven't. It helps the stream out. Yada, yada, all that YouTube jazz. And they're literally like comparing themselves. Like, I'll show you. Hold on. They're like, the tweet is so crazy. I think it's still in my history. Oh, yeah. This is... Here, let me show you guys something. Want to know what delusional looks like? You'd be quick to think it's like, oh, okay, they're trying to be sympathetic to the Patriots. Listening to Dolphins fans all week, this must be how I sounded all these years to Patriots fans. It's like, well, first and foremost, no, whenever a Dolphins fan told us they were going to beat us, we just laughed hysterically and stopped thinking about it. We actually never once worried about playing the Buffalo Bills over from 2006 to 2017. I don't think we lost a game to Buffalo. Outside of like maybe a fluke loss once or twice, maybe 3 times. And again, Brady has 3 career losses to Buffalo. I would guarantee that most of them are early in his career. And because I remember there was a long streak of time where I feel like we just didn't lose to the Bills. I'm talking like, it literally might be like 15 seasons of just not losing to Buffalo. It was a crazy run of games. You have to understand, I don't think there's ever been anything quite like what the Patriots did to the Bills. And now these other teams are going to find out about this Bills and this Dolphins thing, and they're going to be like, wow, these are the craziest fan. Like, I feel like we're so, like, as a fan base, as Patriots fans, we're kind of we kind of get this weird front seat to the absolute moronic nature of some of these fan bases, because it's like, I want to like the Bills, but then they do shit like this where it's like, yeah, I get what they're kind of like, oh shit, like maybe this will cause Bills fans to calm the fuck down towards Patriots fans and stop being the like fucking weirdos about it. Because it's like, I don't know about you guys. I genuinely don't have a problem with the Bills. It's been their fans that have been the hardest thing to be like, yeah, go ahead, go get it, Buffalo. Do you think we want to like? Do you think Patriots fans like actually want to like the like root for like the Chiefs to beat the Bills? No, we'd like to see Buffalo go get a ring finally. But it's like, damn, these fans are so hard to deal with. We've been rooting for you guys to take the division the whole time, and you motherfuckers just got mean about it. That's all right though. Bills fans are all right. Once they finally win, I think they'll calm down towards us. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, buddy? Absolutely mush your face into the pillow. Yeah, exactly. Dolphins are really good this year. Yeah, Dolphins are phenomenal. Everything except their quarterback is pretty well planned out, and I don't even mean that as a shot at Tua. It's mainly just a, we haven't really seen Tua do what he did last week at any kind of consistency outside of the, he didn't even do that all game. He was kind of bad until like the third quarter. It was about to end. Well, we'll see. Tua looks like he's got it figured out. He had a kind of bad game against New England, a few bad quarters against the Ravens, then he clicked in. Oh, yeah, Mac's having a rough start. But, hey, the way I look at Mac's start to the season is it's more or less along the lines of second year quarterbacks always kind of struggle because there's always a second year slump. So this is kind of like a quick little rundown. We'll eventually get to the Mac topic, I'm assuming tonight. But again, second year quarterback, so that's kind of a weird year. In a brand new offense with a brand new offensive coordinator. Sure, they've all been coaches he's used to, except Joe Judge. But again, it's technically a new offensive coordinator. It's a new offense. It's everybody's learning something new. It's going to take a few games. Plus, like, the dramatic change from, like, I believe the Patriots ran, like, a modified Power Eye offense to now running the West Coast. That's quite the change in offense. So that's a big thing, I think. I don't want the Bills to win a Super Bowl, but I'd rather them win a Super Bowl than have Miami. Yeah, I don't know if I like Miami. I don't know what I'd like to see more happen. Yeah, it's literally the polar opposite system of what we're running. Yeah, exactly. It's not even like, it's not just it's a new system. It's literally like, yeah, hey, Mac, everything you learned last year, just throw it right in the fucking garbage. Everybody, throw everything you knew in the garbage. We're going West Coast with RPOs. You know that, right? Like the Patriots of all teams. You know we ran RPOs against the Steelers. I thought I seen it, but I just like didn't call it out when I was watching the game. I was like, that's just play action, right? And then at times I'd be like, that's just a draw play, right? Because in my head I was thinking, there's no way we're running RPOs as the Patriots. That's like a thing I do in Madden where I'm like, dude, do you know if you switch the Patriots to an RPO, they suddenly just become this super fat, like, yeah, we're doing RPOs now. And I believe that that's come out now, and it's like a thing that we're like fully implementing them this week. So pretty excited to see where that goes. It's just kind of like the cool benefits of running like this particular offensive scheme is that you start to see things like RPOs pop up. You start to see things like, you know, just kind of like cool new parts of offense that we haven't gotten to enjoy as Patriots fans. So how many people are actually Patriots fans here? I know Daniel is more of a Lions guy. He likes Detroit teams. So when we play that team, I guess we're going to have to show you guys what happens when you come in all kneecaps and elbows and shit. I'm actually somewhat afraid to play the Lions. Like, if they're actually good, I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. I don't want to go play that team. Not going to lie. They're actually one of the few teams where it's like, oh, boy, if that's a good team, that's going to be a good team. Because you know what I mean? It's one or the other with the Lions. I don't feel like there's much middle ground for them. They're either like, oh yeah, that's a playoff team, or it's oh boy, they came in with a lot of promise and just kind of fizzled right out. Get 4 from 6 wins is an improvement. 7 wins is an improvement. Which, I mean, I guess it would be, but like right now, the way they feel, the way they look, that team scores some points in a hurry against the Eagles defense that quite frankly, against an offense that should be better than the Lions, shut it right down in the Vikings. And then the Lions just kind of walked 35 points down like it was kind of, I don't know, like it was second. I don't know. That was impressive. Lions are one team I really don't look forward to playing. Because, like, in a weird year for the NFC North, when you go look at it, it's a wide open division right now. I think anyone can win that NFC North conference. Green Bay's in a talent drought year, or they're in like a weird development year, so they'll be kind of. It's one of those things where if you could take the division early enough in the season, Green Bay coming together about like 8 games into the season really won't matter for that division. But again, you have to get off to like a 6-2 start for that kind of to take place, including a win over Green Bay if possible. I've already kind of gave, like, as much as it'd be hilarious for the Patriots to somehow win the AFC East, I just, you know, when I look at the Buffalo Bills, I'm like, outside of them just getting hurt and nobody staying healthy, nothing's stopping that fucking super team. But then again, oh boy, have you heard about the Bills' secondary issues? Micah Hyde's out. They don't know if Poyer is going to be able to play, and if he is able to play, it sounds like it's not going to be the greatest. Their defensive tackle, Jordan Phillips, is out. That fucking takes a lot of pressure off the run game. That really changes the complexities of that game, knowing how, like, banged up they are. I didn't realize that. Maybe we play them. You know what sucks is we play them all all our Bills games are like week 10 and later. So they're going to be fully healthy by that point, or they're going to be a miserable fucking team and we're going to be stealing this division looking around. Like, if we somehow, if the Patriots win the AFCs, do you know how fucking funny that would be? Do you know how many broken-hearted fan bases, like, even Jets fans would just be like, oh, this fucking sucks, dude. Even they would be. It's like, well, why are you guys upset? I thought, I forgot. Receipts. I hope we beat them by like fucking 30 points plus again this year. Like, we beat them so badly that they just have they have all the receipts and that was. Have you guys seen that, right? The Gary V clip of this like grown ass fucking Jets fan yelling about Robert Salah, who's a wannabe Dan Campbell, yelling about receipts and stuff. Like, go ahead and talk your shit. We're gonna keep a track of it. What's up, James? What prompted it was apparently like right before the season. I appreciate the thumbs up. Right before the season, Robert Salah, or it was like right during the week, he like went on this tirade about how he's keeping track of all the shots and like all the rude comments people have made about the Jets over the years, or the last couple seasons about, and it's like, well, yeah, you guys are a shitty team. You guys are gonna get talked badly. It's like, we're keeping all the receipts. Anyone who took a shot, we're gonna, And then Gary V like had like a total fucking moment and just started screeching about having receipts, and I was like, God damn, dude. Somebody needs to beat the hell out of the New York Jets just to put them back in their spot. That's all that's got to happen one time. By the way, that'll shut the Jets right up. They're not a hard fan base to just destroy. Every time they play us the first time in the regular season, it's usually just an end of their season. If you haven't noticed, there's an aggressiveness difference. When the first game the Patriots play the Jets, it looks like we look like we're gonna murder them. It's like a 50-point game in the third quarter. We're pulling starters. It's like, we're pulling the starters. I forgot. He doesn't actually hate the Jets. He just kind of doesn't like them. He hates the Baltimore Ravens. Bill Belichick hates the Ravens. Never seen him talk contracts before a huge game against a personal team rival in the Ravens. Ravens week's a big week, though. This is a huge week. I'm so fucking nervous for Sunday. I hate playing the Ravens. They're literally the one team where it's like, they don't choke against us. I think the Browns might be bad at onside kicks. Like, just in general, just a general statement. I think they're bad at onside kicks. No, if you avoid the ball on a kickoff, they can, if it goes out of bounds, it goes to the its receiving team gets it. So they could have let it go out of bounds, I guess, but a lot of those balls kind of die at the sideline. But the kickoff is completely recoverable by the receiving team without it being touched by anybody. So say somebody kicks it off and it just kind of bounces and no one ever touches it. I'm pretty sure the kicking team can go down there, get the ball, and it's their ball. Like, the kickoff is one of the weirdest fucking things ever, and the onside kick is just as weird. And that's the only reason the play is even possible. So that, you know what I mean? Instead of it just being downed or something. But yeah, technically the ball doesn't even have to ever be touched by the receiving team on an onside kick. Cleveland, I think, just because they almost choked that ball away last night, but it trickled out of bounds because of players diving on it and stuff. So the Cleveland got a break. But I mean, Steelers had recovered that ball. They had Cleveland beat to the jump. They were on top of it, but the ball just barely eked out before the Steelers recovered it. What's up, Aaron? Yeah, that was almost 2 weeks in a row where the Browns had blown an onside kick, which is pretty bad. That's some 2021 Patriots special teams kind of shit. You notice we signed like 5 new guys for the special team in the offseason, like that Schooler guy? And all of a sudden we can play punt defense and return defense like monstrously better. I'm like, yeah, this is great. We actually got guys who could, like, as soon first time I seen Schooler play in the offseason, I went, well, he's making the team. Without a doubt, he's making the team. He's a special team player. How long do you think Schooler's like out there fucking the new Julian Edelman type role? Yeah, Jacoby should be 3-0 without that fucking, yeah. Do you know this weekend, the New England Patriots and the terrible drafting Bill Belichick will have 4 quarterbacks start in the league. One of them have already made their starts in young Jake Bailey. You have the 49ers multiple times in the NFC Championship starter, Jimmy Garoppolo. You got the GOAT, Tom Brady. And you got young Mac Jones. Apparently, there's no other GM that has drafted 4 starting quarterbacks in the NFL. Like that, like all the GMs across the league. Apparently, that's the most. Like to have 4 starting quarterbacks starting on one weekend, you know, an eighth of the league. I guess that's pretty good. Or is that bad? Is Belichick a bad drafter? I don't know what the question is. It's like, well, I mean, those guys are all bad. It's like, yeah, one of them are. The other 3 have been pretty solid, right? I mean, Garoppolo, if he wasn't so injury prone, they'd have never tried to replace him. Yeah, I mean, well, he's been a bad drafter his whole career. He's only had 1 Pro Bowler. He's only drafted like 3 Hall of Famers. Yeah. You mean the guy who's basically said that he won't let anybody else take any of the blame for what happens this season? All the blame starts and ends with him because it was his decisions. Yeah, what a bad ego guy. I can't wait for people. That's my favorite part. Is like it's like if the season fails, it's on Bill. He's already taken full credit, or what's the word? Full responsibility for the state of things on the New England Patriots, which is pretty cool to see. Which he means it kind of sounds like he doesn't expect Matt Patricia to do too much. It's always a way you can kind of look at a statement and be like, oh, what's he really trying to say here? I don't think my man has too high of a opinion on what Matt Patricia is going to be capable of. Yeah, if anyone has anything they want to talk about specifically about the Patriots, we can talk about that. Feel free to speak up. Pretty open dialogue, I would say. There's other teams you want to talk about, like in relation to the Patriots, you know, we can. If you want to come in and just kind of insult the team, you know, I guess that's fine. But, you know, fight back and yada yada. If you haven't left a like, consider doing so. Helps the stream out. We're just shy of 10 likes. Gets a few more people up in here potentially, and yada yada yada. Yeah, there's a lot of bad, like, weird narratives that surround the Patriots. And they just never feel like they're ever true or like based in any kind of reality. Just like just seems like a fan base with the media / journalist group that kind of is like stuck in this weird entitlement because a lot of those guys either like grew up with the Patriots as a dynasty or like their formative like young adult to like grown up adult years were spent worshiping like, you know, the Brady Belichick dynasty. So like they're comparing everything to that, and it's like, well, why are you doing that? Quit comparing everything to Tom Brady's era. Like, I get like you want everything, but it's not. There's never gonna be another. Why isn't Mac Tom Brady yet? Because no one's Tom Brady. That's not an actual like just like repeatable thing. Oh, we got a system. No, we don't. If that was the case, we would have won the Super Bowl last year. Mac is more than capable to just plug and play in whatever imaginary system that we think exists. Unironically, now that there is a West Coast system, there might actually be a system that could be implemented with the Patriots and Bill Belichick, which is pretty crazy to think about. No, I would imagine the Colts get it together, and the Titans as well, once they kind of figure out what to do on offense. But I can't imagine the Colts doing this all season. They just seem kind of like weirdly out of rhythm. I mean, shit, though. I mean, they have every good a shot. I mean, that's a bad division right now. Every bit of that thing just looks awful. I can't find a part of the AFC South where I'm like, well, that's promising, except for literally the Jaguars quarterback situation. Texans got a lot of good draft picks. Jags are the only team where you can kind of look at it and go, well, I understand what they're doing. The Colts just seem like a fucking mess of old guys that just don't really gel well together. Titans don't have a working offensive line at this point, and when your team is based around the power run, it's pretty important to have an offensive line. Even if your running back is Derrick Henry, he can't break the tackles of 5 large linemen. Like, that's just not how it plays out. Yeah, exactly. And like, it's just something, it just kind of feels bad. Yeah, no, the Jags are, like, on paper, the best team in the NFC South or the AFC South is either the Colts or the Jags. Forgetting one of the Texans. They're, they got a lot of work to do. I mean, the Texans are headed in the right direction, but they're pretty bad. The old Texans took a giant step back week to week, so I'm not really sure what to think about them. But thinking about teams in our own division really quick, the Jets might not be so bad anymore. Because it's like, right, even like their first week, they looked like god awful, right? Like the Ravens just kind of beat the shit out of them, took their lunch money, took the lunch money back, put it back in their wallet, wrote them a note that said, get your bread up, little homie, and threw him an extra $5. They unrobbed him. They gave him $5. He was so broke. Do you know how broke you got to be to get knocked out? Have someone rifle shoot, then wake up with more than when you got knocked out and a note telling you to get your money up. What happened to the Jets week 1? Heading into week 2, they won. They had a crazy upset. Very much a fluke, by the way. I don't know. Jets fans are acting like that was like a guaranteed outcome. It's like, what are you talking about? If like 2 different things, literally like 1 different thing happens, you lose the game, and then you somehow got an onside kick. And then I see what the way that the Steelers tried to recover that onside kick looked like last night, and they almost got it. Yeah, no, it's the Browns just kind of suck at onside kicks. Like they're just not a good. I don't think they practice them. I think they go, yeah, most people probably won't run those against us. It's like, yeah, you guys play in a lot of 1-score games. Why would you not think you need to have that? McAfee said it was rigged. I think the ending might have been, so you guys, looks like you guys lost by a lot more. Sheesh. Is it a real thing, Steelers Nation, that you guys were going to draft Tyquan Thornton before we did, and then you guys drafted George Pickens because we took your guys' pick? But it looks like you guys might have gotten the better pick for now until future Randy Moss gets back onto the field. But I did hear that he was one of your highest rated receivers, so that gives me a lot more. The only reason I ask, not to say for a burn purpose, more for I feel a lot better if the Steelers had this guy rated high. Like high up on their draft board. Like they did Pickens. Because I have heard that you guys were very high on Tyquan Thornton out of Baylor. And if that's the case, I feel a lot better about the Thornton pick because I prefer to pick receivers that the Steelers like because, you know, they never miss. Exactly, like Pickens, yeah. Yeah, you were. That's what I had heard. I'd heard you guys were about to pick him, so we leaped you in the draft and grabbed him. And then that's when you guys just were like, all right, we'll take Pickens. We don't give a fuck. We're not missing on either one here, Bill. What, are they both surefires? Yeah, they're both good. You can have that one. Good job, Bill. You know what it was? The Steelers were probably angry for like a millisecond, and then they went, you know what? We're not even mad. Bill finally found a wide receiver. What do you mean? Because I'll never defend that man's ability to draft a wide receiver in any round, except like signing them after the draft, or unless he like drafts a slot wide receiver like Julian Edelman. That's it. His receiver drafting history is you know, probably not that good. Yeah, I seen the catch though. That was a great catch. It's up there with the Odell Beckham one-handed catch, I would have to say, by Mr. George Pickens. Yeah, you guys got to get him an actual quarterback because I don't think Mitch Trubisky's the answer anymore. What's up, Jared? What's your football team again, Jared? Are you a Giants fan? Yeah, we have to get like a quarterback or a corner who's converted and make him a receiver. Exactly. Giants. Hey, you're 2-0. Best team in the NFC East, and it's not particularly close. I mean, I guess you got the Eagles, but like, what? Your offense is too talented to have a quarterback that doesn't match her. Yeah, I mean, like, you would think you'd go with the quarterback with the best arm, considering the fact that you got receivers like Claypool, Deontay Johnson, and Pickens are all legitimate number ones. Pickens a future number one, and the other two already could be ones on separate teams. So it's like, why do you got the bitch-armed quarterback? Like, I know the Patriots have like a lockdown defense that can't really be penetrated at this point, and I could already see it. But like, I don't even know if he threw the ball to Claypool, nor if I that much like once to fucking Pickens against the Patriots. And then like 8 balls to Johnson and some to the like it was like he refused to throw against certain Patriots defensive backs. Yeah, I'm all in for like not even like top Piquet, like go with Mason Rudolph. Like if he doesn't want to start the rookie, it's clear that just fucking that dude is not ready to start. He can't start. At least we know with Mason, he can throw the ball. And it doesn't look like it's going to be a miracle throw to get down there every fucking throw, or he's going to overthrow every little easy throw. Sometimes it seemed like Mitch just needed to calm down and he would have started completing a lot more passes. You just get excited and miss a wide open guy. Jared, I like the funniest thing that could happen this season is the Giants accidentally win the Super Bowl. Like they win like almost every game this year just because like the other team has a guy or two out. Like that causes the Giants to just be able to get a crazy upset. So but like, and every week everybody's like, well, I don't really know what to think of the New York Giants. So they're clearly like a bad team. But they're also like 13-3 heading into week 17, and you know no one can beat. And then it's like the NFC Championship game. And it's like, well, I mean they're clearly like a bad team that just gets lucky and lucky and lucky. It's then someone's like, yeah, but I mean how lucky can you get? It's like, yeah, they're 14-3, but like eventually they'll start losing. It's like the Super Bowl trophy. We're all like, yeah, but like they're not gonna win like another Super Bowl, so they're not that good. They win another, it's like, yeah, Daniel Jones is a back-to-back Super Bowl MVP, but what does that mean? Right? And then he wins actual MVP, throws 50 touchdowns. We're in the Daniel Jones dynasty era, and we're just like, yeah, but like we just keep like making up like weird excuses like multiple years into a long dynasty. Like, yeah, I mean, but it's the Giants, you know, we just shouldn't take it too seriously. Just all laughing and shit. And then when they finally lose like a couple in a row, we're like, oh, back to the same old Giants. And everyone just ignores all that just happens. And Giants fans are like, wait, what? Yeah, you guys suck again. The Giants start losing games by 30. It's like, damn, everybody just... I wonder how Giants fans would agree, because they'd have to have an ending, and I would hope it just suddenly ended. Dak needs Dallas. Yeah, I don't know why they're pretending like this Cooper Rush thing's going to lead to a quarterback controversy. In a game that they had no business letting the Bengals get back into. If I'm Dak, I'm like, really? Is there really a quarterback controversy with Cooper Rush? I should leave. What kind of horse shit? I'd be calling Jerry up like, hey, Jerry, you were just like saying shit to the media, right? Like, there isn't an actual quarterback controversy going on with, I like Cooper Rush, but like a guy who couldn't throw it like 50 yards, right? Jerry trades him. I'd be like, oh, shit. Be my favorite outcome. Pittsburgh. It's a good nickname. I wouldn't want to live in Pittsburgh. That seems like it'd be a stressful place. Again, very odd fans. Oh shit, everybody's left. So, yeah, we're at 10 likes at least. Barely anyone's come through to talk and hang out. Yeah, they looked all right. I don't know. They haven't really played anybody worth talking to. Everyone says that the Bengals suck, and then they're like, well, Dallas looks pretty good. They beat the Bengals. And it's like, well, which one is it? Does Dallas suck, or are they like good enough that they beat the Bengals? Or like, you know what I mean? It's a very confusing duality with that situation where it's like the Bengals are being used as examples for teams to be like, look, this team's good. And then also people are like, are the Bengals bad again? Well, then quit using them as an example of why Dallas is an impressive, one team. Yeah, the week 2 thing. I think people are overemphasizing this silly stat. They're acting as though like the Bengals just won't be a good team anymore. It's just like, oh, so the Bengals are bad now? You know, 0-2 team has never won the Super Bowl. Okay. And then you look it up and you realize, like, yeah, they barely ever have success, but it's also like, well, it's a 17-game season now. There's a lot of one-game short teams, so. What's up, fake LeBron? What's up, Harley? Can't wait till tomorrow to watch the Michigan. Oh, yeah, Michigan does play. It's college football day tomorrow. You're right. think I'm gonna just make this switch the name of the channel or the stream a little bit. And just make it a general NFL talk. NFL talk. There we go. Save change. I'll just change that part later on. Let's use that logo for right now. Cool. Should be all set. Damn, down to 2 people. Stream's dead. What happened to my channel? There's just no one ever watching. YouTube has done a good job to effectively kill this channel. No one ever comes and hangs out. But then again, you know, the same people will all be here this weekend, so I'm not really sure where they're at right now. Not really sure where the people are. I don't know. I haven't gotten a notification in days for my channel, so I'm guessing YouTube has just decided to stop pushing notifications for my channel again. They seen that there was moderate success going on, and they went, "Oh yeah, no, we can't do that." What the fuck? They got grossed out and threw up all over the place. I'm sorry, but I have my Discord on my phone. I don't know if there's a lot of wind. Yeah, for sure. I'll probably get on there in a little bit there and have people come on and chat. Still might as well stay true to the form we were gonna do. I'm gonna do an hour or so of my just kind of hanging out and yada yada. Still can kind of keep this focused on the Patriots. I don't really give a shit what the other people want to talk about. They're not saying anything. So it's impossible to know what they'd like to discuss. I do wonder if there's something like actually wrong with my channel, because it just seems like just nothing ever happens, and anyone who used to be a live viewer is just gone anymore. And they're like, well, I haven't gotten a live notification in over a year. It's like, well, I feel like you're lying. Because to just suddenly get them would be pretty wild. Yeah, oh well. Hopefully it picks back up. We're at, what, 10 likes? That's not too bad. 40 views. Not too bad, not too bad. It's Friday night, lots of people are out with friends. Yeah, it's also a nice Friday night. It just feels like extra slow because only 2 people are chatting right now. I think in the entire AFC, some of the teams don't look so... well, the Broncos, Raiders, Titans, Colts, Chargers look pretty meh. So there's 5. Like literally off the riff, I just named 5 of them. I mean, we could also look at the Bengals, the Browns, the Steelers, the Ravens. I would say most of the AFC so far looks like a substantial letdown to what we thought we were going to get. The only teams that look like they've lived up to expectations so far are the Chiefs, who are always going to be good, the Bills, the Dolphins. I would say the Browns have exceeded expectations considering they went with a suspended quarterback the first 11 games. So the Browns are actually kind of living up to their lofty expectations, I would say, given the circumstances of what their quarterbacking is. We're talking about AFC. AFC, we're talking about Cooltron. Well, what about the Lions, though? Yeah, but I mean, they're playing up to what you'd expect them to be. I mean, they're undefeated. They should be winning. I mean, the Lions got a big game this weekend playing the Vikings. Got a lot to prove. When you think about the Lions, you're like, well, I mean, there's quite a bit there right now. It's not the same old bad team you would expect them to be, I would say. This Vikings game can do a lot to like establish what kind of identity they want going forward. Like, are they actually going to be like a team full of dogs, or are they kind of like a dead team that kind of just kind of limp wrists their way around? I'm not too certain what we're getting with them. Hopefully we find out rather quickly, though. Yeah, I mean, Brissett, because Brissett, it doesn't really matter. He doesn't have to like worry about his long-term play. He just has to last till week 11 and not put the team too far down. He could do a lot of damage, take a lot of chances. Raiders can't afford to lose to Tennessee, and the Bengals can. Yeah, they both got to win this weekend. Yeah, the Raiders blowing their lead. Dude, yeah, I was kind of happy to see McDaniels struggle with the Raiders. No, we're just kind of throwing stuff around. You can bring up whatever, Cooltron. How you doing? I don't think I've seen you since almost baseball, right? Occasionally you pop into the football streams, but you're more along the baseball lines, if I'm not mistaken. I dipped out on the Tigers. I couldn't take it anymore. I could only watch bad baseball for so long before I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I don't want to watch this shit anymore. Yeah, but I mean, I'll kind of give Denver a break. If you go look at their numbers, they don't look like a team that has scored like 23 points. They have like fuckloads of yards, and like everybody's got decent moving the ball numbers. They're just not putting the ball in. I actually do think that Denver will get it going once everybody settles into their roles by like week 3, week 4. So look out for the Broncos pretty quickly here to start coming on. I got a new coach, new quarterback, new system, new everything. Everything's new in Denver this year. So a little bit of growing. Plus Russell Wilson's in his first ever system that isn't Pete Carroll led, and you have all these like weird things that kind of like slowly add up or kind of like build up on the peripherals. I can't say that word without like a weird without like slurring it in a funny way. Peripherals. It's a fucking weird word. What's that, Mike? Yeah, Russell Wilson will probably click in and look more like his old self. That's what I'm thinking too. Yeah, exactly, Mike. I think that's a good statement. What's up, Kev? Be happy if your Texans win Sunday. Yeah, they're gonna let Geno cook. You know, not Russell Wilson ever, but like Geno Smith, he's got to be cooking. What is he cooking? You know the meme of Thanos or something like that where they have like text on it and it's just like, what is he cooking? They're just like combining like the, pretty sure those are like trap lore video like titles. Yeah, and it's just like Pete Carroll is looking at Geno Smith and he's just like soy facing hard as he possibly can. He's like, oh. The Elvis movie is finally on DVD. I found it for $20. I'm gonna put on some popcorn in a few and watch on your old 360. Is that the Elvis movie with Tom Hanks? What the Elvis movie is? I'm in the Elvis movie. You can see me. I'm the redheaded guy. I'm one of the redheaded guys that goes, it's all right if Elvis steals all them people's music. And everybody's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. I don't know. That's pretty much an industry practice back in the day. And I think it's awesome. Butler signs the young. Oh, he sings it? I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. If you're Tomlin, are you still keeping your... No. I'll even move onto Mason Rudolph if I don't want to go with Paquette. I wouldn't be using Mitch, though, in the next game. Fuck that. He's literally had a chance to win both these games if he'd have played halfway decent quarterback. Literally, like, a guy who throws 2 touchdowns wins both of those games. Like he could have brought the level of play up a little bit around him by like completing passes halfway down the field. He was missing the defense of the Browns wasn't playing good last night. You guys should have, like, Mitch lost that game more. Like, at times it felt like Mitch and the Steelers offense lost that game more so than the Browns defense just locked you guys out and shut you guys away. Yeah, I don't know, that was just bad. Him regressing to a quarterback that can't hit guys at like short distances is crazy to watch. He's literally just done. He doesn't even have like he used to have really good short range accuracy inside of like 12, 13 yards. Now he doesn't even have that. He had it at moments, but I think he might be a confidence issue guy too. I don't know. I think he might. I think the Patriots kind of can fuck some people's heads up. I think we might have ruined young Mitch Trubisky playing him. Because again, playing the Patriots can kind of fuck a quarterback up for a minute if they're not like inside themselves. Some guys it doesn't really bother, but Mitch, you know, I mean, I guess it's easy to play the Patriots when it's a blowout. But hey, Mitch, where's all your friends at? He probably immediately is gonna. He called Josh Allen immediately. Josh, I got beat up by the Patriots on the playground. We got a revenge on Mitch. We'll get revenge on him in the future. Yeah, no, the Steelers receivers are way too good to not like be finding guys, at least even tight ends downfield wide open. It's not the blindfolded. He's like hitting guys that are supposed to be hit even. Like, that's the craziest thing is like Mitch is like throwing to the right guy consistently, or at least like near the right guy consistently. But the problem with Mitch has been like he's just like not throwing good footballs and just way over the top of someone's head, way off into the right, way off to the left, way underthrown. The receiver just like gets hit as soon as he touches it, so it's kind of a hospital ball. But yeah, I mean, get Paquette out there, or potentially get like, I get not wanting to use Kenny right away, but like, why not at least run out Mason Rudolph next week? I mean, it was already a very close QB battle between the two. Yeah, I mean, I would at least throw Mason out there and see if things kind of click a little better. At least we know Mason can throw the ball 15, 20 yards on a deep comeback to Claypool and fucking Pickens. You know what I mean? Like it's not great throws down the field, but it's like serviceable. It's better than whatever. It really makes you think like, wow, Mason's actually just a backup quarterback. He's not great. But at least he can make them fucking 20-yard throws that Mitchell cannot anymore. That's what's so sad about the Trubisky situation. Like, if you could have made those, you'd have won the game yesterday. It was fucking bad, dude. Like, he'd had guys wide open, and he was just missing them. He was just like, Mitch, what are you? And then he'd have moments where he'd crack back into the guy who could throw the ball like anywhere inside of 20 yards. And he hit that one really, really nice throw to George Pickens. It's like, Mitch, why can't you do that? Like, if like there, because you see it, like there are moments where he just like cracks into like this like transcendence of being like not the worst football player ever. And like he just can like throw these beautiful balls downfield that just like float into the receiver's hands. He's like putting like the most like beautiful touch on a pass that only the receiver can get to. It's like floating into like this like weird like pocket thing that he's created. It's like, whoa, what a throw by Mitch. And then the next throw he throws it 30 foot out of bounds on a guy who was like he's throwing across the middle, but the ball somehow goes like this, winds up behind him and falling out of the back of the end zone. And it's like, how did Mitch even throw that on that kind of a route? What happened? Well, nobody knows. The ball just went behind him 30 feet, 80 feet. It caught a weird wind current. I'm not really sure what he did. It was one of the worst throws we've ever seen, though. Yeah, I hate losing to teams my team didn't lose to. Trust me, it's complete AIDS. Like when if the Jets ever become good again, in a few decades or whatever, like I'm very worried about them one day. Or they'll be bad my whole life and I'll die never having seen the success of that team, which would be funny. There are a few teams where it'd just be funny if I die never seeing them have success. Be like, that sucks. Or the league disbands before they're able to become like a winning team. I'd be like, well, there we go. That's hilarious. Yeah, like I don't think like losing to the Jets will be as bad as like if the league disbands and your team doesn't have an NFL like Super Bowl. Be like, damn, bro. You were a fan of the Atlanta Falcons. They didn't do anything except choke one of the biggest things and have a quarterback get busted for dogfighting. That's what your franchise is known for right now, is Michael Vick, dogfighting, and blowing a Super Bowl. In reverse order, by the way. You're known mainly for the blown Super Bowl, second for the dogfighting quarterback. The good version of Michael Vick is known in Philadelphia. You guys don't even get good Vick. You guys get like bad Vick, who was still, fucked up with gang shit. We lose to Jets. I have us losing the rest of our games until Tomlin gets his head out of his ass and makes proper decisions. That makes it to the best. Oof. You guys said you don't. Well, I mean, if it's just about letting Kenny get some some time or whatever, I'm not really sure. I get what Tomlin's doing because there's really no reason to rush Kenny in. And with the way your guys' offensive line has been, there's no reason to throw a rookie quarterback in front of your fucking garbage offensive line right now. No offense. Not really. So, like, we didn't have a choice last year in New England because it was like, well, if we keep our backup, he's got to start all year. And we didn't really have a situation as to where we could have, like, kept both Cam and Mac. You guys are in a unique situation where you can keep everybody and no one's really upset about anything. We had 2 starters. Plus, again, Mac was the most, like, very, very pro-ready quarterback. He was pretty much ready to plug and play in a pro-style offense. Just a number of, like, weird, like, little, like, factorial things kind of, like, adding up. I don't know. Plus, you guys will beat the Steelers. I wouldn't fucking... You guys will shit on them. Yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah, I forgot Steelers fans just want to go, like, 500 or better, but now it's like, well, there's a good shot you don't go. Yeah, Pats-Ravens will be a pretty good game. Only because the Patriots seem to be the only team in the NFL that know exactly how to, like, read Lamar Jackson. And based on the way we played them last time with a much younger team at certain positions, especially safety, which is key to with the running quarterback, I think we got this motherfucker down. We'll see. Usually Bill doesn't praise the players unless they're going to be taken out of the game plan against him. Who was he praising from the Steelers all week? Was it Najee Harris? What's up, Bo Sox? There was somebody from the Steelers who was who Bill was praising like all week. I'm pretty sure. I think it might have been Deontay, but I don't think we were able to stop him. But it was someone like that. You found a plus 500 bet, 5+ TDs for Tua and Josh. 550 yards combined from the both of them. You're betting 100. Oof, that's a rough one, but you could possibly get it. Chiefs, Colts, Ravens, Patriots, and 49ers. Denver are the only games I'm looking into. Yeah, Ravens, Patriots. What's up, you guys, though? Patriots, Bo Sox Jr., how you guys doing? If you'd have been here a little bit ago, the stream would have been titled Patriots Talk Live Stream. Still might be for you, I don't know. But I gotta come up with a better title name for something like that. And I might just upload that as like a off-stream thing I do, and then focus it a little bit, and then build it up off-stream, and then make a stream for it. Gotta talk to some people. Well, yeah, we figure out certain players like Lamar and Najee Harris. I could tackle him with one arm, dude. Just like this. That'd be my tackling move I'd use on Najee. I'd be like, tackle, and he'd go down fast, too, like a sack of bricks. Do I think Ramondre Stevenson? Yeah, he's the reason we're not going to re-sign Damian Harris in the offseason. As sad as that may feel to say, unless Damian Harris wants to stay for like a substantial bit of less money than he would get anywhere else, and probably will get anywhere else, and probably should get anywhere else. I seriously doubt we're keeping Damian Harris over Stevenson at this point. Dude, yeah, that's the problem. Is Stevenson's gonna start running in this fucking RPO, and but the thing with Damian Harris, he did really good at Alabama in the RPO too. Damian Harris in an RPO is a problem too. But the problem is like Stevenson's like everything Bill Belichick looks for in a running back, and he can catch the ball with his big ass body. So it's like it's everything Bill wants in like the build of a running back. On top of like he seems like he can't get hurt and he can catch the football. It's like, oh no, Damian, your times is numbered. Oh no. Najee went from homeless to having tree stomp legs. Najee's afraid of me for real. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think I am going to start no, the Patriots O-line's all right. Especially when you know that Mr. Marcus Cannon's been working. He should be back with if not this week, next week I would imagine Marcus Cannon will be available to start playing games. I think he was practice player of the week this week even. Wait, what old on stuff? Oh, about Najee? Didn't he laugh about that, like, and say none of that shit was true? Or like he had no idea like where that narrative came from, that he didn't have a house. He was like, I got a fucking house. What are you talking about? Didn't he like respond to that article like and went, what the fuck is this? Like, what is ESPN even on about? Yeah, Patriots offensive line is going to be good. Mac has had a lot of time. He didn't do Steelers didn't do shit against him. Patriots fans may not like this, but Bill Belichick or Matt Patricia actually called a very, very good game last week. Oh, I hope so. I hope so, Bo Sox. What's up, Nicholas? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, Steelers Nation. Yeah, he was probably very poor. And you know, he's probably struggled and shit. I 100% agree with that. I think there were probably bouts where he grew up with went through homelessness, but I could imagine he probably like had a house, or you know, for the most part they had somewhere to stay around. Oh, the Patriots O-line stuff is fake news. Okay, I got you. Lamar's their whole offense. Well, I mean, they actually have some pretty good pieces, and guys like Devin Duvernay, who I'm not sure he's playing. Kenny Pickett will be the... yeah, they would have to at least go with Mason Rudolph or somebody else different. Oh boy, what is my phone freaking out about? Fucking Chrome, is it? Go. Threat neutralated. I don't think the live chat thing is accurate with people. It says there's 2 people in here, and there's more people chatting than at any point in the stream. I'm at least at 4. I'd be 5, so there's at least, that's an incorrect number. Like you already know, though, I had 2 issues with the calls, but even then, Josh McDaniels. Yeah, and at least Matt Patricia was calling plays that guys were getting open. The only problem with Patricia is Mac is missing the wide open plays. Like dude, there were like 4 plays where he had like little Jordan Humphrey wide open across the middle, and Mac just like missed them. And I'm not really certain as to why that happened. Because Mac is struggling. They just got to calm down. Herbert will be fine once his injuries are a little healed up. Yeah, I think most of them do, Steelers Nation. It's hard pressed to find an NFL player who isn't very involved with their community. Kamara? You might want to trade Kamara. Well, the problem is everybody knows he's not really doing much. You might just want to hold on to him. I saw some Pats fans saying they want Lamar as our quarterback. Yeah. Well, we almost drafted him. We decided to focus on Super Bowl needs and drafted a left tackle and a running back, which we needed for our Rams Super Bowl. Damn, it says 2 people are watching. I don't know if that's particularly true or not. YouTube's doing me dirty. The more people that come in, they're just like, wow, all the way down to 2 people. I don't know if less people could be in this stream. Well, there's at least 4. No, Lamar would fit into our system. We run the West Coast offense. I'm not really sure what you're talking about, Donnie. That's because Tom Curran is writing clickbait articles about it, the Patriots. Yeah, you know why? Is because Bill Belichick is trying to fuck... Okay, so everyone's misinterpreting the way Bill Belichick talked about Lamar's contract. Everyone's like, dude, the Patriots, because they're one leveling it. They're like, dude, the Patriots will totally pay Lamar because they said that if they had Lamar, they would pay him. Lamar doesn't get hurt all the time. He's been hurt like once in his career. So that's false. I'd take Lamar over Mac, but I'd also prefer to keep a young quarterback over a guy who's about to make $260 million. I like the way we're building this team upward. I like that. That's why I'd prefer to keep it. It's the cheapness of a young quarterback. and the way you can build around them compared to like having to pay a guy right now. It's like, yeah, we have the money coming in the offseason to do stuff. That'd leave like $20 million. I don't want to do that. We can do a lot more with like getting receivers in the offseason. Yeah, that's, you know what the craziest thing is? Like Mike's saying, I think he got hurt dropping back in the pocket, which is crazy. But again, I missed it. With what happened with like Bill Belichick and the contract talk, it's like exactly this. It's the Patriots are, I believe, trying to fuck with the Ravens in some kind of way, right? In some little teensy little way that they can. They're probably just trying to throw little smoke grenades, little just lob little like annoyances into the locker room if they can. And certainly talking about a contract with a guy who's in like kind of like contracts disputes. He's in like, there's a lot of tension involving Lamar's contract in the Ravens. It's not like the cleanest situation for a franchise with what's going on. So you could see why that could potentially be like a weird spark plug. And also just to kind of plant seeds and kind of fuck with Lamar, fuck with the Ravens a little bit. Just that kind of, forward thinking, use the media to your advantage, because it's like Bill went from guy who doesn't use media to guy who suddenly is talking to media about his ideas of player contracts, and if he thinks like guys are worth massive amounts of like money, if they're worth the big deals. And yeah, I don't know if Bill's going to be retiring anytime soon, Donnie. The problem is I think he said he already wants to pass down Shula with wins. And then there's also like, I think he also wants to coach the most games. Because, he probably does have his own personal records he'd like to chase. As like corny as that may sound, I think the all-time wins record, I know he'll never admit it. Or he might be open about it. This might be something he's open about. I think he's very either, it's like everybody kind of knows it, but like nobody openly says it to him. But like, it's like, oh, he's chasing the wins record. That's what Bill's doing. He wants Shula's win record, and he can get it. I'm pretty sure he's within pretty close striking distance too. I wouldn't say he's like right there. NFL coaching wins all time. 290 and 328. Oh boy, that's not that close. See what I mean? But it's like close enough where if you can make it 5 years at 10 wins, that's enough to pass it. What does that say? 290? I just want to be certain. Yeah, 290. So 30 more wins basically, and he passes him. So he needs 3 years at 10 wins. My fantasy team, 1-1, 0-2, 1-1, 0-2, and 1-1. So they're all pretty average at this point in the season. I thought I was 0-2 across the board, but I'm 1-1, and 2 teams are 0-2, and 2 teams are 1-1, or 3 teams are 1-1. So I'm kind of mid-tier, but I'm also probably about to start heating up once teams start looking more normal. I have very good players, but I've had a lot of slow starts across the board. So we're getting right. We're getting right. A lot of weird Stafford starts, a weird Mahomes start. It is what it is. You're 5-5. You're 1-1, but you got 5. Ooh, 5 questionables. Brutal. You might want to look around and see if they've made any decisions. Who are some of your questionables? You're 2-0 right now. Hell yeah, Nicholas. How was work, by the way? I know you said something. I just kind of, the chat was moving there for a second. By the way, if you haven't left a like on the stream, consider doing so. Helps the stream out, gets a few more people in here, helps it kind of feel more alive if you do that. Up to 12 likes, too. Damn, sheesh. Busy. Your tight end carousel is absolute hell. I mean, Mike Gesicki's really... Oh, no, in the real fantasy football. I got you. Who are your tight ends? Busy? Nah, well, that's all right. Do you guys see that pretty much the GTA 6 leaks that were real? You know what's funny is everybody was shitting on GTA 6, right? They were saying, this looks like a terrible leak. And then GTA 6 is like, yeah, that looks like a pretty early point in development when we're still using GTA 5 assets. And do you know that people were so like misinformed with how like that kind of stuff should look? That like other game developers were having to come out and release like beta like shots of like them developing what their games look like, and people were stunned to see like things like Elden Rings be shown of like a stick figure fighting all the bosses. And it's like, guys, yeah, it's like the bosses were just like gross little like amalgamation, like cutout pictures that didn't move right. And it's like, oh, what the hell is this? It's like, guys, that's what video games... What, you think they just come out fight like... No, I think, yeah, they're done with all that stuff because they're clearly going to GTA 6. I mean, the leak happened, and all that did was make everybody fucking rock hard for GTA 6. Like, I almost wonder if this was like the way GTA 6 wanted to be like shown off. Like it was like Rockstar's way of being like, what fuck? We're like we're not very far, but like if we can somehow pretend like we got like hacked, we could make like a really good press, and everybody will look at these and we'll like they'll see some of like our cool new ideas we have, and we'll kind of, you know what I mean? Like I wonder if it was like a kind of like a gonzo way of advertising the game in some kind of way. Because again, it doesn't look bad, but you can tell it's like, well, what is this like? Was this a GTA mod server? GTA 6 is going to be good. It's going to be good, dude. Those games are never bad. Like, I don't think they've actually released like a bad fucking main storyline game of GTA, like ever. I don't think that company really misses. You got Justin Herbert, Dalton Schultz, Dawson. Oh, I can see why you're in tight end hell. Michael Pittman and Kamara questionable. Yeah, Pittman and Kamara, I'm not sure about. I'm sure Herbert will play. Dalton Schultz, I'm not sure about. And Dawson Knox, I'm not sure about either. Pittman and Kamara, I would imagine you lean toward they probably aren't playing. They normally announce it, what, tomorrow or Sunday night or Sunday morning. Most teams usually announce it Saturday evening. Yeah, I'm guessing so. A lot of tight ends are usually questionable in the during the season, especially the ones who are like pretty regularly used. Kirk Cousins against the Lions at a 1 o'clock game probably isn't the worst option. On one team, I got Tom Brady and it's either Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen. I fucking balled out with that team, dude. And I got more points out of my backup Jared Goff than either one of my starters last week. I was fucking pissed off, dude. Do you know how annoying that is when you got like two like potential all-pro quarterbacks and neither of them equal what Jared Goff outputted last week? I finally had that week where a bunch of random like backup players were starting to go off. I was like, oh, I should probably have played fucking Amari Cooper. Why wasn't he playing? Last night I played Amari Cooper and he got all them points, so I'm very happy about that. I'm 23 of them. So I was happy. All my players who played last night balled out. You dropped Mariah. Yeah, I don't blame you. Your second string. Yeah, I'm in a 2 QB league, so it's a little bit different. It's kind of a fun little it just adds this weird wrinkle. I think next year I'm going to have a league where we just do one quarterback. And it's more like traditional fantasy football. You know, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, maybe 4 wide receivers, maybe 2 flex options. So if you want to run 2 tight ends and 3 running backs or 4 wide receivers or Deontay Johnson, yeah, if you give him a real quarterback, the Steelers might be a problem. But the only issue is you know, your quarterbacks to choose from are Mason Rudolph at this point or Kenny Pickett. Obviously, I'm not going to say Mitchell because you're already using him. And if you're looking at new quarterbacks, then, you know, he's not one of the options. You know, we're going to switch from using Mitchell Trubisky to this guy, Mitchell True. I don't know any other way to say his last name. His last name is probably a rarity that, like, it's really hard to say it wrong. You'd have to be actively just trying to say something else. Trubisky, I guess. But see, you know what I mean? It sounds like you're trying to say it wrong. Like, if you say his last name wrong, Trubisky, it just sounds like you're kind of say, like, you know, it's like, you know, you're saying that wrong, right? Like, yeah, half them words aren't said like that. You're just saying, yeah, if you say like true, but Trubisky works, say like Trubisky. Doesn't even sound that bad. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't sound that off. Trubisky. I think that's it. Or is it Turbisky? I thought it was Trubisky, like Truh Bisky. Basically, so like true and truth isn't really that. That actually rhymes, by the way. Truh and true. Like those two words. Yeah, that have like a TR rhyme at the front. Little bit of, what is it? Consonants rhymes. Front of the word rhyme. And it's like a vowel rhyme because they have like opposing vowels or something. I don't remember how it works. I don't write poetry in that style. Damn, it's 50 degrees right now. It's going to be in the 40s soon. I'm very worried about that. It hit 40 degrees a couple times the other night. And I think it spent the majority of the evening nestled in the 40s, which is crazy to think about that. We're already to the misery that is the cold weather. Usually that just means good NFL football, but it also means, like, you know, it's fucking wintertime coming soon, boys. It's 87. See, isn't that colder than usual for you guys? It's usually a sign that winter's coming for you. It's coming hard and it's coming aggressively. I mean, winter doesn't really ever come for you guys, but, you know. Yeah, Florida's probably, that's the one thing that's cool about Florida is the fact that it's probably hot year round. Not really. Sometimes we get in the 70s, but by mid-October and mid-November and December, they usually are the coldest. Yeah, I was going to say, I know it gets cold down there for a little bit. Yeah, and I think it kind of depends on where in Florida you're at. Some places in Florida don't get as cold. Some places kind of stay like super warm all the time. I heard it's kind of like weirdly varied and kind of situational depending on, you know, if you're toward the west side or the east side of the state, that can kind of make it warmer or colder all year, or, you know, increase the temperatures, decrease the rain. If you live more inward, it can get a little hotter. And I heard there's all kinds of, like I said, I heard there's all kinds of variation with living inside of Florida even. Which would make sense because the fucking thing's a weird looking little dick-shaped state, which is hilarious. It's redeeming quality. Yeah, I was going to say, I think I've heard that before, that they actually get kind of chilly there. Hey, we're at 13 likes. I appreciate that, everybody. If you haven't left a like, consider doing so. Helps stream out quite a bit. Thank you very kindly. But I've heard that before. And like Miami doesn't really get cold. It just kind of stays like moderately temperatured. Which makes sense. Southern more like toward the islands and shit. It'll probably be an island at some point. Never know. I just fear like we weren't supposed to actually have Florida, and it's just going to go underwater if the sea levels go up too high. Like, even if it was like a natural thing and humans had no impact, I'm just like, well, how do we know we were ever supposed to actually just have Florida? Yeah, it's bad. Everyone's going to lose their houses, but maybe when the earth isn't coming out of an ice age, we actually don't naturally get to use Florida. It's part of the ocean. We just find that out. Be like, oh, well, we didn't know. We thought we had all this land to ourselves because for no actual reason other than we just didn't know how high the ocean was going to go back up. And we didn't expect to be alive when this happened. That'll be the shitty part, but it's not the part we got to worry about. I don't live in Florida. Yeah, I mean, New Orleans, Manhattan's going to go at some point. You know, it's, yeah, a lot. There's probably a lot of parts of the earth that we're using that are supposed to be underwater to the ocean. And they're only exposed because we're coming out in an ice age. It's fun to figure that out and go, oh, that adds up. Everyone's like, how does the earth get warm in an ice age? It's like, well, yeah, well, we're coming out of one. Well, first and foremost, we're not in one. I was gonna say, if there's like actual land bridges and stuff, yeah, Florida can, like, I think they connect in some fucking funky ass way. On a bunch of like weird, like fucking mountain ridges and land bridges and stuff. Yeah, a lot of stuff like that'll happen. And we don't really know if it's just a natural thing or if some of the spots we were using were borrowed time, and that's all right. We got good runs out of them places. Florida wasn't a complete disaster of a state. We got a lot of hilarious times out of our states like Florida, Louisiana. They were pretty funny. Florida provides some of the best laughs. And you know the best part is all of them Everglades will just be put under the water, and all them goddamn reptiles will be dead immediately. And that'll be hilarious. They'll just drown and fucking die in ocean water. Or they'll evolve into some terrifying, monstrous hybrid that can survive ocean water. An alligator that thrives in the ocean. Be like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I know it's a boring topic. I even bored myself a little bit. I apologize. Like, what is he talking about? Fucking bullshit ass. The Earth sucks. I wouldn't choose to live here. Mike, are you listening or are you still chilling? How many games? Like 10, between 9 and 11, somewhere like that. I think we're not a bad team. We just, our offense is going to take a few weeks to get going, and that could cost us toward the end of the season in terms of total wins. Florida came from the Ice Age. 100% it did. Yeah, 100%. Oh, you're brushing your dog? All right, when you're done, I could probably hop on the Discord for a little while. I don't know if you still want to chat or at all. It's up to you. If not, I can just do the next half hour plus. How many games do you got the Dolphins, honestly, with when the Earth push up from there, ice pushing down? Yeah, I know that part. I know we got Florida as a result of an ice age. I'm like, so we'll lose it to because the ice age went away. It just makes sense. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a soda real quick then. Probably do like another hour or so at least. So we go 11-6. If we're able to take the next step, we're definitely winning. Not winning division, but wild card. Yeah, I think you guys are a wild card team. Yeah, offense just got to click. Yep, agreed. I just got to set up something real fast to make sure this is all working. Oh, that's scary. Yeah, that was doing a lot of fucking weird shit. All right, that works. The Bills are getting the #1 seed. Unfortunately, unless something drastically bad happens, I don't really see Buffalo being stopped by normal means. Good thing that I'm gonna, follow Bills players around with a crowbar and threaten them. Well, not in like a video game, like in GTA in roleplay server. But hey, man, better not do so good, and like hit it around in my hand. Like, have you ever heard of Tanya Harding? Yeah, it's cool to see he figured out a way to get some decent arm strength. It looks like he's picked up some velo on his throws too. Nice to see. Nice to see. Maybe people will shut up about Mac not being able to increase his velocity now. Hey, good to see it. Don't know how he did it. I'm gonna have to read into that shit a little bit, find some stuff out. Let's hope he can avoid any injuries, because I hope he didn't put any bad strain on that hip. No, I think the problem with Tua, and I think even he will admit, he needed to get throwing velocity up and throw power up. He's always been pretty accurate. That's always kind of been the way he's stuck around in the NFL to this point, right? Is the hyper accuracy. He's been really good inside of 20 yards, and he's not so bad on deep balls. It's just like they just didn't get there. And really, one of the only ways, and I know he's been working with like a super strength and conditioning coach, which means that Tua knows that part of his problem is the hip issue. Again, his only issue, I've thought, is, all the other stuff is funny, and the left-handed thing kind of has some merit to it. A worse head coach would be struggling with left-handed passing, but again, having the targets he has helps too, but like, we'll see if he can do this on a week-to-week basis. I don't know. Them throws weren't exactly all fucking bombs either. There are a lot of underthrown balls, but was Habering look? See, you know what? Was he really? When did he start doing that? Was it at the start or during the crazy comeback? If it was during the comeback, I'll probably pinpoint you. Whenever he probably started just throwing it crazily down the field, he probably hurt himself doing that. Again, he doesn't have a strong right. What is it? Right hip or left hip? I want to say it's his left hip, right? No, right hip. It's his right hip, right? Because it's his drop back hip. Oh, what's up, Mike? It might be his left hip. He's left-handed, right? He hurt his left hip in college. Oh, let me unmute you. Check this. I'll check. Just want to make sure Mike's good. Left hip. That's what I thought it was, Nicholas. Thank you. At the end. See, at the end, that means he probably did hurt his hip.
Can I say something?
Yo, 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 yo.
That might be my audio. Hold on. I might have to change.
Oh shit. Let me just make sure I have it set to well, my thing's lighting up, so it's clearly picking me up. Input is the Blue Yeti, or is the Yeti?
I'm sure I just have something muted.
I can hear you. Anyway. The gaming situation? What do you mean the gaming situation?
Back in.
All right. What do you mean the gaming situation, my friend? We watched all of Tua and Burrow in college. Yeah, Tua could be really good. It's just like the hip thing. What's up, Mike?
You in Discord.
Oh, hold on. Let me try something. What about now? Go with that. With that. It's usually just a small little thing with Discord. Never know.
That's not coming through Discord.
Yeah, it might be your output. What's up, Daniel? Flores never believed in him, which was another problem.
Yeah,
McDaniel has made it look more comfortable. I've noticed. Yeah, 100%. McDaniel has made all the difference. Oh, you can hear now? Hello?
No, I still have this thing on. No, I saw that comment and my brain went kind of like, what?
I think I have you at a good audio though.
Let me go disconnect this and try to redo this. Discord. Oh.
Okay, that's a good audio. Why are you mad, Daniel? Sorry about that, guys. I was just doing audio something. But yeah, Nicholas, 100% the coach actually believing in Tua has probably made a world of difference in terms of like his development, his like maturity, like the way he's approaching everything. Knowing that, like, you know, he'll be the starter. There isn't a head coach that wants to keep him, a front office that wants, or a head coach that doesn't like him, a GM that wants to get rid of him, but wants to keep it. Like, it's not so much push and pull all over the place. He's firmly the guy, and the offense is catered to him. And oh, your girl won't text you back. You know what you should do in a situation like that? Is probably nothing. I don't know. I assume that's free gaming time. Yeah, as a GM and the owner. Yeah, because I don't understand the Tua drama. Our biggest issue is our running game. Mostert and Edmonds are good, but they need to be more involved. Yeah, but I mean, if you have such a good quarterback, having a great running game isn't really required in 2022. Your team isn't a running team, Nicholas, just so you're aware. You guys put all your chips in the passing game. So if you guys can't like win the game without a running game, I'm going to look at you and be like, yeah, but you guys aren't a running team. You have a run block, you have a pass blocking line with a running quarterback, which is a little funny. But you can't blame. Yeah, I just okay. Yeah, okay. I just don't want to hear Dolphins fans at the end of the year, which is what Bills fans do, by the way, try to be like. My favorite thing is when Bills fans blame their lack of a running game on why they don't succeed. It's like, well, first and foremost, you guys aren't a running football team. What? Yeah, but it's the reason we don't win. Yeah, no, it's not. You didn't win because you didn't pass well enough in enough games. Sorry. Yeah, I don't understand when teams do that. Like teams like the fucking like Chiefs. The Chiefs are another team like that like blame their running game for their losses. It's like, why? So you don't have to blame your quarterback and passing game for coming up short. It's like you guys put all that like money and time into like building this passing line and this like building up these slew of receivers over the years. It's like, why are you suddenly just looking at your weak ass running game that you have paid no attention to over 3 years and went, that's why we're not winning? It's like, yeah, you guys don't use that. You guys aren't built like that. You guys are built to throw it. Hell, your running back is a better receiver than most teams' receivers. Mike said if we didn't believe in Tua, it was GM or the owner. Okay. Well, Ed Flores was a Tua guy? To be fair, I don't think Flores had too much care about that position for some reason. I don't know. Miami was a mess. They're doing pretty good despite being a mess. Flores wanted Herbert, but Greer, the GM, wanted Tua. So if Flores would have got his way, he was actually the 100% right guy. It kind of sounds like if you guys would have let Flores get his way in that draft pick, you guys would be like one of the best teams in football right now. Literally, it like wouldn't even be a discussable situation. It sounds like. Damn, I'd hate Greer. No offense. Or full offense, actually. I'd be like, I'm not a big Greer fan, everybody. Why? Oh, no reason. I don't know. I really wanted Justin Herbert, and boy, he's been... Man, we could have used that 5,000-yard season last year. That's fucking crazy. From a rookie, or near 5,000. What did he throw for 5,000 last year? Near 5,000, just under what Brady threw for? Yeah, he had a good draft last year. I would have fired him. Dude, that's hard when like Flores got fired over wanting to draft the right guy, and you know they had him tank on purpose. And then Flores was the first coach that ever stood up for himself and just went, "Yeah, hey, I got fired for tanking games." And everybody went, "Oh, that's bullshit. That team never told him to lose games on purpose." And suddenly everybody just acted like the Dolphins were the first ever team to ever tank games. And they're like, "Oh, well, you can only take the Dolphins' word. Oh, like, why would... Yeah, of course they would never let anybody tank and lose on purpose. Nobody would ever do that. Nobody would ever order that." Yeah, bullshit. What, just suddenly like a team goes from like a capable 6-7 win team to winning 2 games that year? It's like a walk. It's like a hidden. It's like what's one of them things called? A secret joke, a hidden joke about how like often teams are tanking and which teams are going to be tanking. You can see by week 8 which teams are losing games on purpose and shit. It's like. The fact that the Dolphins denied any of that and Flores said that that was what was happening, and then you look at that and go, that makes a lot of sense, needs to tell you that you should probably take more of what Flores says seriously and less of what the Dolphins and their ownership say about the situations with him and them. Now, if one side can prove anything in definitive way or the other, that would be helpful. We'll see how everything plays. Wish he wouldn't have done that stuff with it, but you know, it feels weird, but whatever. He'll be rehired soon enough once he regains his composure. Or he'll kind of drift away into obscurity like all other Patriots coordinators, one-time coordinators, short-time head coaches do. Bill Belichick or Matt Patricia's the next big offensive coordinator. Yeah, he's like a linebackers coach with the Steelers, if I remember. I was really hoping we'd bring him back in some capacity, but that didn't wind up happening, of course. I don't know. Did it? What's going on? Oh, it was like all fucked up. Oh, that's weird.
And it was connected earlier. I just don't know what it did. I
Hey,
also
everybody.
haven't.
This is Mike, by the way. Mike's on.
Yeah, best Patriot fan in the world. I mean, I don't call myself that. Other people call me that, but I also call myself that.
My nose is so. I hate. This is the only part I hate about this time of year is like when the weather changes, my nose gets really fucking like dried out. I think that's the only way to describe it because it just gets like fucking hollow and itchy. It's like, ugh. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. I'm pulling up this. Trying to see if I wanted to actually look this up or Patriots 2020 schedule.
Dude, I went to the Myers by me because they're supposed to have Prism stuff like up there, and they didn't even have a slot for it out. I was like, oh, this sucks. This is fucking terrible.
Oh, see, I went to this other Walmart and they had a bunch of the black. Dude, that shit went up too. They had a bunch of the blaster box for the optics,
Oh,
like
okay.
the 24 card
Dunruss.
box.
Yeah.
It went up from like 27 to 34.
Jesus, what a hop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so they know.
Donruss got like more popular. That like
Yeah.
brand.
Well, the only reason why I bought it is because you get that chance of, and I'm not super into the cards like that, but I just like buying stuff, collecting stuff. But like you get the chance of the downtown series.
Oh yeah, yep, the new one, the big one. I'll be right
And
back. I gotta blow my
that's
nose.
pretty crazy. All right. What's up, chat? Also, Dolphins suck, chat. Nick, just so you know. I need to leave this. Let's see. Oh, did anybody watch the Pat McAfee show? That new studio is fucking cool though. I wonder if they might actually get people to come in. They did offer a bunch of people, but it was like a general like shout out where they're like, hey, if you practicing in town, any NBA stars can come and use our thing. I didn't know that they actually started Twitch streaming, and
Oh, do they?
they started like they started like Twitch streaming like the shoot arounds like after the show.
Oh, really? That's kind of
I
cool.
don't think I don't think they did it today, but they did it yesterday when Pat was there, and it was. I mean, hey, Pat's got a jump shot though. Like I thought it was just bullshit, but like Pat has an actual jump shot. Like
Yeah,
nothing but net.
I've always found it like most of these pro athletes seem to be like have a ton of like crossover skill in most other pro like sports to a level that's like way higher than the average player. Like could because I've seen Pat like do the baseball stuff where he actually like hits the ball and stuff. He like grounds out or whatever happens, but he like actually hits a fastball. Sure, he probably knows it's coming.
I still need to
What's it?
watch that though. That where,
Oh,
where
the
he
baseball.
does the baseball thing because like I mean the promo is fucking amazing.
Yeah,
And I want to know how
I'm
it ends.
pretty sure he hits it. If I remember right. I mean, I could be
I think he
misremembering
grazed
it.
one, but I don't think he actually. I think he grazed one because I know leading up to it, the dude was like, "Oh, this is hard. This is like I don't know the term. I think it's like hardball or hardwood." He's like, "Oh, this guy has no chance." And I mean, I think he like actually got a piece of one.
So what I'm thinking about, I think he grounds out. Like I think he actually like pokes it into like to the right side of the infield or something. And it's like, oh, that's not actually half bad. That's actually kind of impressive. It's like one of them things where you're like, that makes sense though. Pro athletes would be able to just kind of do things and play other sports to a really high level, even if they've never really played it before. They may not be the best at it, but like they'll be better than like as long as they're good athletes, most people probably.
Yeah, they'll be better than me. Like,
But like if it's like a bad athlete though, and like they play like catcher, they're like, hey, you want to play basketball? Like, yeah, I'll play you in basketball, Bartolo Colon. You big fat bitch. But then he's fucking like dunking at you at like 6'4" and like 400 pounds, and you're embarrassed. And you're like,
Yeah, I thought the Dolphin fan was back. I was definitely coming with hot shit. I was like, no, we're not doing this Flores shit. Like, no. It's all too. But anyway, we don't have to get into that.
oh yeah, I was gonna say I don't think Nicholas is like I don't need to deal with two
No,
Patriots fans. Talk
he definitely left. I was no. We're not gonna cry about Flores.
the greatest coach in
They're
Dolphins
basically
history.
running. Yeah, they're basically running the same system. The only difference is Flores. The only difference is Tyreek Hill is there instead of Jakeem Grant, which is
Don
not his fault.
who? Don Fula?
Yeah, I don't know who this fucking John Shula guy is. Like,
Yeah. Bill
let me know
Belichick's
when he.
future
Let me know when
bitch.
he. Yeah, let me know when he wins. When you're allowed to trade players and not just like own them for their whole career.
Oh yeah, like when it was actual like weird slave shit.
Yeah, like, oh, you want to play for us? No? Oh, too bad. You got to play for us.
Yeah, you play here for forever.
Yeah, it's the old school fucking like cold shit where it's like, there's only two ways you leave: the front door or a body bag. It's like, what?
Body
This is
bag.
football. It's just a game of football.
Yeah, like that old mentality of like you play here for your career. That's why there's no real like rivalries anymore because like you probably
Yeah, you can
buddies
just
with the guy.
leave.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you're probably got friends all across different teams, and you're like, well, I guess they're
yeah, they
my
go
enemy.
fucking hang out in what they call them, the like the QB summit and the DN summit, and it's like
Yeah,
you're supposed to hate that
tight
guy.
end school, yeah, whatever they call it.
Oh,
They got
the
like
QB school with
no the tight end school with Kittle, where they
Oh no, I know what you mean. My brain's just insane, and I just let it run wild.
I always think
That,
that that's like that's the dumbest one because it's like how what do you guys do there? Oh, you know, we dress up like schoolboys and pretend like we're in school, and we have one of our moms read to us like we're in class, and then we go outside and play touch football.
yeah. Also,
Like,
that's slander. Stephen Ross is a fucking hero. Stephen Ross is a hero. Uh, Greer's a hero. David Gettleman is a hero. Like these
Adam
men should
Gase
get
is a national
statues.
hero.
National heroes should definitely
Adam
get
Gase brought
statues.
down what like 3 franchises. That's impressive shit.
Oh yeah, he just went from he in the division. I still don't understand what made the Jets go, huh? We saw what he just did. We want some of that.
Yeah, that's still my favorite
Like,
thing ever. It's like, hey, the New York Jets. Yeah, that's the best way to put that. The Jets went, well, we didn't know he could ruin a franchise like that. He must have
yeah,
did that
no,
for us.
yeah,
The Jets
thanks
probably
so well.
assumed, like he must have went in there, looked at the Jets, and said, "I did that on purpose," and they
Like
went, "What?"
he just used it as his card. Like you see what I did. You see what I did in New York. Got them that reset and do that for you too.
Yeah, or if they said that they were embarrassed about it, they go, "Yeah, I did that on purpose to make your division weaker for us when we
Or he
win it."
or he just goes super. He's going like super fucking like straight man, right? And they're like Adam Gase. We love the way you tanked, and he was like tanked. What?
Oh no, I guess you can call it tanking.
No. I was trying though. He's like, yeah, sure you are. And they just keep awkwardly winking at him. And he's like, what the? Why you keep
No,
winking at me?
I tried to win. I was doing my darndest, but I
Show
just
my
am not a
stat.
good football coach. Yeah, oh, dude, this is good. You are good at this. I see why the Dolphins hired you. I'm just an honest guy trying to win football games. I may be a little and over. That's the funniest thing is like he never said anything that was like that crazy. But everybody acted like he was like coked up all the time or something. It's like poor fucking
True,
guy. I think he's just
but
way in over his head.
that
But
press
that one press
conference
conference, dude, was wild. His eyes were just
it's like,
fucking.
yeah. Oh, they were out of his head. Like, what are you doing?
Like, yeah, dude,
He
are
kept
you
moving,
honest? You almost hope he was on something because otherwise it's like, oh, he's never gonna make it as a head coach, and he didn't.
and he didn't. And then he, and then he went on to coach like it was like high school football or be a coordinator at high school football, and sucked there too. I don't think they got a win.
Yeah, he just.
That's why people are like, oh, the Patriots should bring in Adam Gase. It's like, for what? To do what? No,
I
thank
think
you.
Gase walked away from coaching now. I think he's just all done.
He should. He should just stay under whatever rock he's under and don't come out.
Yeah, it's one of them things where it's like, yo, Adam, you don't got to coach. It's not like a thing.
If
What
it's Matt Patricia or Adam Gase, I will take Matt Patricia.
Yeah, at least Patricia wants to be a football coach.
At least we know he's trying.
Yeah, he's just not very well. He's trying. It's just,
Yeah, just not well. He is trying. Yeah. I was just hoping when we since we didn't have, what is this? Oh, my bad. I'm scrolling on YouTube. But
Oh.
yeah, I was hoping that when we lost Josh McDaniels, that we would be done with the passes on 3rd and 2nd. I just assumed that we were done with that and we didn't have to ever see it again.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. Matt Patricia's going to bring him back. But we'll probably see better, like, more downfield passing attempts.
But in his defense, which, people don't want that. In his defense, we should be able to complete a pass at 3rd and 2. Like that.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And like the receivers should catch the ball more often than they were. Like they should be able to take a hit and catch a ball on a comeback.
The 3rd and 2 was the Parker pass, right? When Max threw it short.
Yeah, and Parker should have came back and caught it, but then like for some reason Parker just punched it and sent it into the ground. Like, dude, catch that. What are you doing? That's a first down. Like, take the 3 yards. You're a fucking half possession.
I wouldn't mind if Taekwon does that same exact route, except he just runs the comeback. Just let him do comebacks. Let him run wind sprints, gases. I don't care. Just send him straight. Make him come back. Just get him open.
Literally, just do the Nelson Aguilar routes and just.
Yeah. I still think
our concept is still crosses with a guy shooting through the middle of the crosses. That seems to be our deep route option. And boy, when it works, man, Nelson Aguilar comes through the middle of that, like of the crosser routes, fucking just wide open, just or at least in single coverage and
pick plays. Like, I mean, Taekwon on a pick play, he's gonna be gone.
Yeah, and I guess I just call those
what do you say, natural pick plays? Yeah,
like because you have the 2 guys crossing and then you have the 3rd guy running through the middle of the cross. Yeah, that's basically our get deep play this season. It looks like. Is some kind of layered play, and then someone going over the top of them, like wherever they intersect. Pretty nice.
No, and I'm fine with that because you don't really got to get all intricate. I mean, look at the Bills.
No, that's basically their pass concept. I mean, it's a basic West Coast offense.
What was he saying? He made. They were talking about because they've been playing that clip constantly about them talking about Ramsey and him liking to sit on routes. And you can see it in that game, and you saw it in the Titans game too, where it's literally just Diggs and whoever else just getting to the middle of the field, doing a step and just running as hard as they can to the end zone, and Josh Allen launching it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like it's just like, hey, we got athletes. Do you have athletes? If you do, ours are better. And that's all it is. Like they have, like they are running an offense, I'm sure. But like that one player is like, I'm the best. Come catch me if you can. And I don't like this weekend, Saturday, this Sunday. I don't know if the Dolphins have a player that can catch him.
Damn, no one said anything for 14 minutes.
Nope, they're just like, meh.
Are you guys? Is anyone even there?
Like there's like the thing. No, I said the thing. I'm like, because I caught a little bit of the Pat McAfee show because I wasn't doing other work today. I caught a little bit of it, and I looked up and I caught the part where they were talking about the Patriots. Well, they had Matt Castle on there actually, and
really?
Matt Castle was
That's
like,
pretty cool.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, calm the fuck down. And he did bring up one because they were talking about Bill, and like Bill's nice sometimes, but when it's game time, he changes. And I get it for quarterbacks, it's kind of different. But I mean, like if you ever play any kind of sport, and you're going hard, are you gonna go harder for somebody who's like, "Come on, guys, let's do it," or is the guy that's yelling at you, like pumping you up, gonna get you going?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
probably not gonna
Yeah,
be the
you're
probably not
you're
gonna be
not
the
going to
first one.
respond well. Yeah, yeah. Probably won't respond well
Yeah,
to guy one.
the quarterback doesn't need to get pumped up. The quarterback is not the running back unless you're Josh Allen or Lamar. But you know you don't require the same things that they do. Like you're not gonna fucking tell your lineman, hey guys, go out there, let's do our best. Like no. But they had an absolute fucking shot at Tom Card, and that shit was hilarious. AJ's like, oh Tom, yeah, what is he doing? He's got to be happy about this. And fucking Ty looks at him and he goes, yeah, I mean he's been repeating that that they're gonna stink for the last couple of years, so I would assume if they stink, he's probably happy about it. And I was like, see, even media knows that this is the only thing that they do. They just have these weird fucking narratives,
Yeah,
and it's like
exactly.
they're not dead yet. Give them at least to halfway through the season before
What's
you
weird is they
pronounce
made the
that they're dead.
playoffs last year, and they're like the only team I've ever seen make the playoffs with a rookie quarterback, and everybody's just like, "Well, that was the end of it all." It's like, well, I don't. Can
Yeah,
they get better? Nope.
no, can't get better. No, I mean, but you said it was week 2. I mean, not for them. For every other team, it's like week 2, but for them, it's week 13, and they're bad, and
Yeah,
you know
they're
it.
done.
And Mac Jones is regressing, and it's like, what?
Why is he
Where's all this
regressing?
coming
Oh, because
from?
he's a bad quarterback. Well, what could be causing him not to play as well this year? No reason. He's just bad.
He is bad. He
I
just
mean, what
sucks.
about the new offense? No.
No, he sucks. What about Matt Ryan? I mean, well, he's in the new offense, and it's like, okay,
I really don't know if anyone's even
that's
watching
that's weird.
anymore.
Probably not. It's probably us.
Yeah, we're probably most of the people in there. Hello? Anybody there?
Pretty much.
I'm gonna probably wrap this up then.
That's fine. I'm probably gonna go to sleep. I gotta go take my dog to get a rabies shot tomorrow.
Oh, that's fun.
Which
Yeah,
means
it
I
just
gotta
looks
give her a
like
bath, and yeah,
not a
it's a
lot of
whole
people
thing.
here tonight.
I mean,
Not
that
a lot
team
of
looks
people.
legit. I don't regret trading Cole. I mean, I don't regret trading Shaq Mason. Like Cole
No.
Strange's been good. The offensive line's been
Yeah,
good.
JC replacements have been good. Everything's been
Yeah.
solid. Max just got to get going a little bit, pick up the offense.
I mean,
Once that
it's probably
happens,
the
things will be
same.
fine.
Yeah, it's probably the same as when we started last year. Where I mean, he just needs to get used to the new O line.
Yep. And again, people have to consider he is like not like actually a veteran. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you
He only played like it.
like you give you got to give a young quarterback some room.
Yeah. And in the Steelers game, there was a pass to Hunter Henry to yes, Mac put it kind of in the wrong spot, but to that point, the
I think
route
we're
was fucking
doing.
like the route was
Oh, go ahead.
terrible. It didn't
Yeah,
look good. Like it was so like if they showed it is such a weird fucking thing because it looks like he's halfway playing, he's like halfway running the route. He's just like lazy and like he's moving like people say Trent Brown moving. It's like what are you doing? And he like runs into the guy doing the crosser, and it just didn't look good.
Yeesh. It'll get going.
So
Well, we've
yeah,
been
that's
also
the
doing
the
regular
defense is
talk too. Oh, go ahead.
cheetah. No, I said the defense is already there. The offense just has if the offense catches up a little bit. I
Yeah,
mean, we can sneak in.
because it looks like we'll be able to hold teams to around 20 points a game, and if we can score over about 24 or 26 a game, we'll be all right. I think. Just got to get there.
Yeah, we're not. I don't think we're there. I don't think we're that far off. I don't think we're as like
Destitute
destitute
or yeah, or
as people are projecting.
listless
Like
or
is yeah, oh they're dead. They'll never do anything ever again. It's like what the fuck kind of sense does that make? Like
I mean,
like
this team
if
was
the
pretty good
Dolphins
overall.
like you can't be in on the Dolphins putting up well coming back against the Ravens, but then be down on the Patriots for holding them to one touchdown. Like either they suck or our defense is that good.
Yeah, there's
Like you have to give something to the Patriots.
it's one or the other.
And if
Like
you
if
say
you're
we suck,
praising
hey,
the
that's fine. Just know that
if you're
they suck
praising the
too.
two offense, then you're also saying by proxy the Patriots have pretty good defense.
Yeah. Again, like we said, it's definitely gonna improve. and the offense should improve. If Mac Jones makes the Parker ball, or if he makes the hell they almost because when he almost did the was it the 24 27 yard third down that they almost picked up. They were like 2 yards short.
Yeah, the one I predicted would be 2 yards short, then it wound up being 2 yards short because I was going through the natural way of Patriots backwards drive works out. How we'll back up like fuck it, because it started off like 3rd and 4, and then it was like 3rd and 26, and then we picked up 24 yards, and then it was 3rd and 2 again. It was like, damn, dude. That's
What's
pretty
crazy
bad.
though, which I know I think I'm surprised at it, and a lot of Patriots fans are surprised about it. Isaiah Wynn, not that bad.
No, he's been pretty solid this year. Just a few bad
He just
penalties.
he just has the worst time penalties.
Every
And
big play.
I get it. I think he's just, it's the moment. He's like, fuck, I don't want to fuck this up, and he just,
He also does. He gets
they
a lot of
they see it
penalties
and they
for
got him.
pushing guys into the ground. I noticed he shoves a lot of guys down, and like for some reason they throw flags on that quite a bit. Maybe he's doing like the penalty where you could get like flagged, where like you throw him to the ground. It looks like instead of push. I don't know. I think he's something like that because he gets called on a lot of big plays where it's like, well, how the hell are you getting called on all these big plays?
He'll probably be better. And if he works out, then people, I mean, at this point, you just kind
I'll
of
be
let Bill
happy if
do
Wynn
whatever he
works out.
wants, and just tell people to just shut up. Just don't say anything else about Bill Belichick. Just be quiet.
Exactly.
Just let him
But,
do
all
what
right,
he
man.
does, and then
I think
if you gotta go, it's fine.
oh, yeah, I think I'm gonna start to wrap this up. But I think in general, I think an offline Patriots thing where it's done and then uploaded might do a little. I don't know though. I'll figure it out.
So far, Isaiah Wynn's overall rating as an O lineman. It was week 2, of course, but it's like a 73
Yeah, it's not bad. He's not a bad tackle. It's just
at
we're
right
used to like
tackle.
he's playing right.
You know what Shaq Mason's is at guard?
What's that?
It's like a 61.
Ooh.
Yeah. Cole
Ooh.
Strange is I think Cole Strange he's like a 62 or 70. I can't remember. I think I closed that window,
Yeah, not
but
bad for a rookie.
I think overall maybe it was 70.
It's not bad at all.
But
But yeah,
so
Shaq
it's
Mason's
like,
supposed to be like the greatest player of all time.
yeah. I mean, they wouldn't have made all those moves at O line, and the Patriots were dumb, and Bengals best team in the league. Week 2, they could probably get better. They should get better, but I mean, like, with that O line, there shouldn't be a get better. There should be a, oh no, they're good. They're gonna be good. Nobody can stop them.
Yeah, I mean, the Dolphins did less than the Bengals did to fix up their offensive line, and their offensive line is way better in Miami.
It looked a little
Again,
better after that guard got hurt, and they put in like the backup guard.
who Miami?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
again, Miami's kind of on borrowed time. Like Teron Armstead, the left tackle, has not played a full. I don't think he's played more than 11 games
yeah. I don't think they understand that he's on a. There's
in
a
like
time
5 years.
clock. He's
And if
consistently.
if there's a chance, he gets hurt, I mean, it's probably gonna be against Von Miller. Like,
Yeah, that's the kind of guy you don't want to play against if you got like a injury concerns. Like,
and I think
oh fuck.
he's injured now. I think he's just not injured enough to where he can't play. But I mean, if you take Von Miller and put him on the right, then because a lot of the newer DNs, it's not just, okay, they go to the left, they will move. Which I'm surprised that because if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, Isaiah Wynn his rookie year played against Von Miller, and I don't think he let a sack up. But then I think he got hurt after that. He got hurt like the next game.
I think yeah. I'm just looking at something real quick.
Nah, cool. Oh no, I got like a kind of a list of stuff. Because it was one of those things I was just looking. I was just kind of jotting stuff down. I was just looking. I was like, why does it? It's super weird that no other team has this their dead stuff. Like when does how long does Bill actually get to rebuild? Like he only really had a year and was in playoffs the next year. and like, and Boss Media is trying to fire him, and it's just the weirdest thing, and it makes no sense. Like I was listening, like the Patriots.com, like I think they're part of Craft Media. They do like
Yeah,
a
I
pre
think
and post
so.
game show, and they did one for the. It had to have been the second preseason game. So going into like the third preseason game, they were like, "Oh man, I wonder, what do you think it would take?" It was like the host just randomly, like, "What do you think it would take to get for if Bill, for like Bill to be replaced? Like, what would the record have to be?" And it's like, and they were kind of guessing, but I was like, "Why the fuck would you even bring that up? Like,
Yeah, like
like
what? Like
that makes
what?
that makes no sense. Like, what prompted this? What made you go, huh? Wonder how we could get Bill fired?"
Yeah, like what?
Oh,
Can we make it seem like we want him fired? It's like, well, probably not.
I got a question. Can you hear that? Is there like a lot of? Can you hear me snapping?
Not really. I don't. I can't. I can hear like a bag moving in the background a little bit, but that's not too bad.
Okay. Okay, I was trying to figure out because if these headphones have a lot of like if they cancel out the surrounding noise or not.
Oh, okay. I got you.
No, it's this chair. I need to tighten the screws in my chair.
Oh, okay. That's what I can hear. And then, oh shit! Pool host is one away. 699. That means he's one away for 700.
Dude, I mean, looking at our team, dude, even the O line good, quarterback good, defense good, and it can improve. And the O line has backup stuff people drafted for next year. And the only thing we're really working on is receiver.
Not a bad spot to be in.
Yeah, no.
And I would say
And
quarterback's a work in progress, but
yeah, quarterback's a work in progress.
that's a dumb. I feel like that's a dumb statement when you got a second-year quarterback, though. It's like, yeah, I mean, of course.
Yeah.
All right,
But
though, man.
it's definitely a work in progress. But you look at him, you're like, man, I don't see why he can't get better. Not that he's gonna be not that he's gonna be Tom Brady. He'll never be Josh Allen, but I mean he can be better. He can be good enough to where we put more around him that can make his life easier.
Exactly.
All right, you
But
can
all
go.
right.
I got you.
Yeah.
I know you gotta go.
Yeah, it's just kind of getting dead, so. All right,
All
man.
right,
I
later, Rob.
appreciate it. It was a fun stream. Thanks for coming on. Yep. Later, man. I appreciate you. Peace. All right, though, everybody. I think I'm gonna head out for the evening. It's kind of just slowed way down here. No one's really saying much, and it's a general NFL stream. It doesn't have to be about the Patriots. But yeah, we'll just kind of wrap it up, and yeah, see you later, Mike. Thanks for coming on again. I appreciate it. Very cool. Very appreciate it. I'm also just kind of running out of steam here as well, as it's been about a 2-hour stream. So. We'll be live again tomorrow with the week 3 preview stream. Just gotta hope that does a little bit better overall views wise. We'll see how things play. Hopefully things get a little bit better. Seem to be in a little bit of what's the word? Algorithmic hell right now. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully I improve a little. It improves, but doesn't look very good right now. All right, though, everyone. I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow for the Week 3 NFL preview stream. So we got that, and then of course we've got the what else we got? Yeah, that's about it. The Week 3 preview, and then Sunday I might do like a game. I don't know. We'll figure out. We might do something tomorrow afternoon to kind of like just bump up the number of interacts and stuff like that. We'll figure it out. I don't know. Then Sunday we got the Patriots and the Ravens, and Sunday night football, and then Monday night, then the end of Monday night where we kind of also like do the week preview and blah 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 blah. All right, though. Thank you guys so much for a fun night. It was a fun stream. Thank you to everyone who showed up and chatted and had a good time. I appreciate you. Thank you to the lurkers. I appreciate you too. Even though you guys don't really say anything, you just kind of have me on in a different window or something. I do appreciate you. Or you just kind of listen with me in the background. I appreciate that too. Hopefully you have a good night. Hopefully everyone else has a good night. And I'll see you when I see you next. Go Lions, go Tigers, and of course go Patriots. I'll see you.